Hi everybody, it's me Diana with Mocha Travel and Style. How you doing? It's just another day here in Medellin. It's about Tuesday as a matter of fact. Just chilling out. I came to the mall to hang out for a while. It's Viva Envigado. Really large mall. It's got a little bit of everything. It's got a grocery store in the basement. It's got a food court upstairs. It's got a movie theater. It's got a sports center. It's got a lot of stuff. But kind of it's a one-stop shop. So I like to come here when I need to just get out of the house, like today, or I have things to do because I can kind of run to the home goods store, go grocery shopping, and do everything all at once. Anyway, so I guess the past maybe 7 days or so, I haven't been kind of in the best mood. I was hoping it has passed, but it has not yet. So, we'll see what happens. Again, moving to any country is, it has its ups and downs. There are going to be good times and bad times, and you just work through it. So I realized none of my problems are big problems. It's just kind of, when you get a little disappointed and, you kind of start to rethink things. So now I'm kind of questioning a few of the decisions I made. You'll see I had that post regarding the luxury apartment rental. Well, it turns out, it's beautiful on the outside, but when you start looking through the cracks, it's not so luxurious, I should say. So I actually took that post down. The rent for Medellin is actually pretty high. Actually, I'm going to be honest, it's $1,600 a month, which everybody will tell me I was out of my mind to pay. But since the kitty and the son and I have been homeless and on the road for a couple of months or going place to place, I kind of wanted someplace that felt like home for a few months. I wanted to cook. I wanted, someplace clean. I love this, little porch. I'm still going to stand by that. I still love the porch with the stream. It's just that the place wasn't cleaned so well. And when I get inside, I kind of realized that it looks great on the outside, but the quality of stuff is really lacking. So last week we upgraded the Wi-Fi, which is great. Now it's all high-speed Wi-Fi. But I guess because there are other users in the building and because actually the TV is very poor quality, so like Netflix and stuff aren't coming through the proper channels. They're not really subscriptions. You're just getting it through whatever plug-in they have. And actually it's really the TV quality. The TV's kind of cheap. There's an LG TV in the bedroom, but it's not hooked up. And actually, quite frankly, I don't even know where to find plugs in the bedroom. That's actually a huge design flaw. So there are about two that are hidden underneath the wooden platform that I can kind of barely get to. But for a bedroom, it's kind of odd. It's like I can't charge my phone, I can't charge my computer. So I'm not sure what we're thinking in the design. So that's been a little disappointing. But anyway, back to the rent. So $1,600 is very, very expensive for the Provincia and Blavaro area. I did it again because it's a huge, beautiful looking apartment. Just on its face value, it has that stream, which I love, etc. But I realized it wasn't cleaned so well. There's still, when I sit on the couch, you can smell stuff. It just smells old and mildewy. And even the wood, I just go and I'm like, oh my god, even the cats, I'm like, get off of that rug, it's gross. So that's me. I gotta keep it real. I gotta be Diana. Like, that's what I said. I was gonna tell the good stuff and the bad stuff. We had some problem with the faucets in the bathroom in the beginning. They fixed those. Apparently there was a water leak in the kitchen. Actually, the hot water wasn't running well, and what they told me is it was just dirty and they had to clean it. For somebody who's a little bit of a germaphobe like me, who kind of stress cleanliness is a very important thing for me, that's kind of disappointing, but it is what it is. But in all today, we actually have no water. I think I might have mentioned in Poblado. So I thought it was just the apartment, but it turns out it's the whole area. And again, you're living in a developing or an emerging country, I should say, not developing, emerging. People don't like that. So that's some of the things you have to go through. So it is what it is. It's just kind of disappointing. You had some things like this in St. Thomas. It didn't exactly have this stuff, but I had the same thing when I moved there for the island. What I did feel is this rent is actually really exorbitant for what I'm getting. It's just not good quality at all. You look around at the tables. I can look at some of the chairs. I look at the floors, like scuffed up. There's a chair that's like broken and I don't know. I don't even want to touch it. I just put gloves on. Even when I took the mattress pad or whatever it was off my bed, I kind of had gloves on and gave it to the German. I was like, get rid of it. But at a certain point too, for the rent I'm paying, I think it's the owner's responsibility to put those new things in there, not me. So I guess my one tip for the day is kind of, you really do have to use your own judgment and don't trust anybody's word. And just because something looks pretty, if there are things that are important to you, turn on the water, look in the refrigerator, look on the stove. I was kind of surprised here when I looked in the stove. It's still pretty dirty. I mean, there are stains everywhere. Honestly, a really good clean just would have gotten rid of that. But once somebody like me sees something like that, it just puts negative thoughts in my mind. So that's kind of the problem now. That's where we are. So I'll see how I rectify this situation. But I do say be very careful on your rentals. I understood from my situation, the last tenant rent, actually left. I won't say any more than that. And I moved in fairly quickly within a week, but it probably wasn't in a position for me to move in. And also the landlord bumped up the rent by $300 a month, but now I'm like, that was absolutely not justified, and actually they probably should have gone the other way. But you know what, such is life, so live and learn. And it is, you know, I gotta put the blame on myself too. The mattress is very cheap. I've actually been walking around in the mall today looking at mattresses. This was a tip, and this is actually why I came here. So they're all like pillow top or thick mattresses. This mattress is very cheap that they have in my master bed. I'm afraid to even go look in the guest bedroom because I suspect it's the same thing, and I'm not touching that thing unless I have to. So yeah, it's a very cheap, poorly made mattress, and the headboard is kind of dirty, and you know, you can see it visibly. Same thing with the guest bedroom, but you couldn't necessarily see this in the daylight. When you turn out the lights at night and you take a good look at this, you're like, okay, that's what it is. You know, the shower door is either too long or something because it won't close all the way for the bathroom. And yes, there's always my favorite construction. So this one is not as bad as the other part, and there's not people flying outside my window every day, but there is construction every day. When I bumped into some neighbors yesterday, they said this has been ongoing for about 9 months. Again, not something I knew or was aware of, and I actually thought it would be a temporary thing, but it turns out it's been going on for some time. So yes, there's the noise factor. So again, do your diligence, that's all I can say. And you know, kind of just making me think about this, when you start doubting things, and I'm very concerned about how my apartment that I bought is going to turn out, but we'll see. But you know, in the US, everything is about kind of reputation and standards. So when you start to see the cracks or the flaws, then it's going to make you doubt. So I'm definitely going to have to do a lot more quality control on my build out for my new apartment than I had expected to. And it also lends to another thing. Actually, I've been thinking about my business idea that I want to start here. If I can't find people that are willing to commit or don't have the same work ethic or don't understand the quality of standards that Americans are looking for, I'm dead before I start. So that's kind of a big problem. Something else I'm grappling with this past week. It's just hard to find people with the ambition and drive to do kind of what I'm looking to do. And it was small scale, so maybe that's the problem. I thought last night, maybe I just need to go bigger, but I also have to figure out a way to do things myself because I'm just not sure I'm going to find kind of the staffing I need. I might go actually check out the universities and try to get some students because they're hungry. And I'm actually not tech savvy, so they'll probably know a lot more than I do on that front. Anyway, guys, so this is just, you know, one of my clips from today. Again, I'm sure everything will be fine. There are always hiccups. It just so happens in the past week or so, I've kind of been in a little bit of a mood. My anxiety level is way up, worried about the new place too. And actually the kitties and I are just tired of moving around. This so far has been our 4th move since July, so we'll see what happens. Anyway, have a good day. I am going to stay positive, and I got to stop reading the US news and stop reading Facebook because that too is driving me insane, especially as a black woman. So I'm like, where do I go now? Anyway, everybody, have a good day. I'll talk to you later. It's Diana again, Mocha Travel and Style. There'll be more positive updates next time, I hope. Thank you.